The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Media Mash,
A roundtable of Cowboys insiders
dropping wisdom
and offering sizzling takes
on the current state of your Dallas Cowboys.
Now, your host,
Newy Scruggs.
You are in the Media Mash. Hello, everybody. This is where we get the media to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, who are 3-6, getting ready for a Monday night showdown with the Houston Texans.
Can it be a showdown if the Cowboys in it?
Wow.
I'm just asking.
Can he do his
Can it be a
introduction?
showdown?
Can he do his introduction?
Maybe it's a takedown.
Can he do
not
his
a showdown?
Can he do his introduction? Can the
I'm
man?
sorry,
Can the
man.
man do his introduction?
I'm sorry, man.
Can he introduce the show?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, you jumping off there like Jimmy Superfly Snooker right out the gate.
Why I got to be the murderer? Why I got to be the murderer?
Can he?
Wait, Ricky Steamboat?
Yeah, I like that one better.
Can he get the show started? Make introductions.
Former Cowboy beat writer and author Jean-Jacques Taylor is here. The return of the triumphant, the young man, the newlywed, Saad. Saad, baby, you are now, let me make sure I get this, you're with The Athletic.
Yes.
Okay, Saad Youssef with The Athletic. Also,
Side's with everybody.
No. His main job is athletic.
No, but Side got a lot of side chick jobs. I respect that.
Saad hustling.
That's what I'm saying.
Always.
I got mad respect for Side.
Hustling.
He been hustling since he was in college,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
North Texas.
And we got the ladies' man here.
And who
is
answered your
Clarence
phone
Hill.
call when you was in college?
That was Jock. That's right.
The most trusted. The most trusted.
Oh, y'all some haters.
Okay. He is Clarence Hill, All City Dallas, my fraternity brother, and I am merely Newy Scruggs. Saad is back. Saad's back for the first time this year, man. I appreciate it. Who gave you the call? Who gave you the bat signal to come on down?
Clarence did. I was
Clarence.
excited. I've been telling you all year. I've been waiting for it. So
Hey, man, it's good.
yeah,
Now
Cooper
you
Rush.
know.
I'll fare better than Cooper Rush. I'll tell you that.
Just don't be.
That's a skinny fat guy right there, boy.
Just don't be Trey Lance.
So, all right, glad Clarence got you in here. Clarence is the general manager
Oh
of the
my
show.
God!
Securing
It's always an
talent here.
agenda.
Securing
It's agenda with this show. It's always old agendas that continue to be passed on.
Well, Silky Johnson.
Old
right here.
narratives
So,
and agendas.
So, Saad, as a media member, when you went into the locker room today, what did you get out of it?
Man, it really nothing. It was probably one of the worst Wednesday sessions that we've had in a very long time. It's kind of what you would expect from a Monday bye week session. It was kind of that. I mean, there was not a whole
Slim
lot.
pickings?
And I'm talking not even just like on the record guys that are holding court. I'm talking like there's nobody in there. I mean, not even people
That's
that.
good. They out there watching, studying tape.
Oh, most of them were walking out the door while we were waiting outside before the locker room opened up. So.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was bad. I was like, I sat there. Who do I want to talk to?
Me, myself, and I.
You know, there was a Chuma Doga had a session. Austin Richards had a session. And there was no disrespect.
No, disrespect is coming. Yeah, I'm on my day.
But
Tyler Guyton had a session. You know, Tyler Guyton's healthy, boy. Chuma Doga, Austin Richards had a good game, and Chuma Doga coming off. Tyler
Now his
Guyton
neck
had to
ain't
say,
strained no more?
I'm good to go. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. Good to go. I'm not
People
gonna
talk
keep-
quarterback controversy. They don't talk left tackle controversy.
You know, gonna keep me out. Tyler Smith gave us the okay doke. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
No, he
Break-
didn't.
Well, he said, Tyler Smith is a good guy. Generally, he would do that. I don't know what happened, but the breaking news today was that Tyler Smith was with the rehab group. He had a very good game on Sunday. Kill your boy from Georgia, but he had a wrap on his leg. Was limping doing practice, and so. All the offensive line woes we talk about, the best guy up front has been Tyler Smith, and now, at least for right now, he's questionable for Monday night with that was a knee injury. Micah Parsons normally talks on Wednesday, did not talk today. Absent, mad at the media, mad at the national media, and the local media has to pay for it. Did not talk today, did not show up. Usually, like the last couple of weeks, he's been there. He's there at the start of the media session. He's
Yeah,
ready to go
I
at the
walked down
podium.
there.
Yeah,
I was ready. I was
not,
down there
not,
looking for
not
him.
there. And he's all the Mike McCarthy disrespect conversations. Certainly, he answered it. Didn't really explain himself
didn't own up to
on
it
his
in terms of
on his
just
own
like,
podcast, but Mad at the Media was not there and was not available for us.
Okay, so I just said he didn't own up to it. So no, he did explain himself. He explained himself. But I thought what you said yesterday, Assad and JJT, I'll get to you guys on it, was that, man, you did say something was disrespectful to the coach.
Yeah.
You and I were right there together. You threw a log on the fire. Mike McCarthy's seat is hot, it's burning up at 3 and 6, and you just threw a log on the fire when Jordy asked you the question.
Well, let me explain myself, my point of view, and he did do that. Point blank, period. He disrespected Mike McCarthy. In his mind, he wasn't intending to do that. He was trying to, because I believe in the media, we've emboldened him that he's a good talker and he gives us great quotes, which is why he has the vice president of podcast for Bleacher Report, because we go back to the lion, never sleeps and the lion always eats, and then he gave all his teammates nicknames and animal nicknames, and everybody was just eating it up, and he says, I'm taking them to the deep water this year, and he has these quotes, and Sunday night when he was asked about Mike McCarthy, he started off well and saying it's above my pay grade, but he wanted to be Micah, and I'm gonna give you something else because I'm a deep thinker and I got my opinions, and it's not about Mike. Mike has a long career. He's going to coach for 30 years. I feel I have empathy for Zach Martin, who's going to end his career without a Super Bowl. That's the guy I fight next to, and I had a locker next to, and that's who I feel for. That's the guy I feel for. He worked, and then he stepped too far, which is great and fine. Then he went too far with Micah. Mike McCarthy don't work near as hard as Zach Martin. That's when it stepped to him. But I don't think his mind was thinking what he was saying. And in his mind, he was just trying to give flowers to Zach Martin. And Jerry Jones said it best yesterday. Sometimes I say things, I don't think it's bad, but everybody else says it's bad, and I agree with it's bad. But in my mind, that was not my intent. His intent was not to throw Mike under the bus, but yes, he did throw Mike under the bus.
All right, full stop. Now, Saad, your take on it.
Yeah, I believe both sides of it. I believe that he didn't intend to have that kind of he didn't intend for those comments to be taken that way, but they absolutely were. And the great thing on Sunday night was you saw a video of it, you saw the full answer. There was no taken out of context. There was no twisting words. It was what it was. But I also believe, Micah, that he was also kind of mixing two things together in terms of a player and the physical aspect of the game versus the coach and the non-physical aspect, and he was merging both of them together. So naturally, the comments were taken as they were, but to Clarence's point, when that many people are saying that you said that and it was taken that way, I mean, you have to stop down and listen to that.
This all gets on my nerves, man. You ask for people to say something other than what comes out of the coach's quote handbook. They give you something, then you want to tear them down and say, "Oh, you're trying to be too thoughtful." Yeah, I'm talking about you. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm just saying that's what he does.
Entitled to say what he entitled to get his butt kicked. If it didn't come out right, stop being mad and step up and talk again, man.
No,
or shut up all the time.
Yeah, our issue is that he still won't own that he disrespected the coach.
Because in his mind, he didn't. So he don't have to.
Well, he does because his words were disrespectful.
No, he don't.
His words were disrespectful.
That's your opinion. If in his mind, you can look like that all you want to.
When you say the man don't work as hard.
If in his mind. Okay. No, you're not listening.
I am listening.
If in his mind it's not disrespectful, then it's not disrespectful. Okay. Well, and he don't need to apologize.
Is it disrespectful enough that the coach called you in for a meeting on Monday?
Again, that's the coach.
Well, it clearly was disrespectful in the coach's mind.
Okay, that's his mind. He ain't gonna be here next year. I ain't got to kiss his butt.
It's not a kissing butt thing. We're just talking about the facts of the case. It's not a kissing butt issue.
I'm just telling you.
It's like replay.
Now you're the king.
It's like replay. If 100, as they say, if 100 drunk people in the bar said that was a mistake made, mistake was made. I mean, everybody outside says a mistake was made, and it's okay. I agree it wasn't his intent, but it was made. A mistake. You were wrong. You wronged the guy. Everybody agreed. Everybody, whether you in your mind or not, if everybody says you wronged the guy, everybody took it as disrespect. It was disrespect.
And if you don't think it was disrespect, then you have no grounds to be mad at Rex Ryan and Damian Woody and stuff, because then it wasn't disrespectful.
Yeah, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, and so again, he is not talking or has not talked, not talking to us this week, and he tried to explain himself and is ready. Everybody wants to move on, but it is what it is. But again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm with Ryan Clark, who I think people have blown it out of proportion.
That's where I'm at.
I think it was blown out of proportion. It's funny to me. It's funny to me, and it comes with the Cowboys. The reason why we were in the locker room just laughing about this. If he was with Jacksonville Jaguars, he would not be head of media content at Bleacher Report. I don't care what he said, okay? It comes with the dinner with the Cowboys. Because Sunday, San Francisco 49er player choked his teammate and slapped another one.
It wasn't nothing.
Choked and slapped on live TV.
Yeah.
Okay?
It was a
Like he had a
footnote.
Diddy party.
Nobody, I don't remember Rex Ryan. Anybody don't get up having a big old thing about.
Now, that's a great point there.
But because it's the Cowboys, all they want to talk about, they've lost 4 straight games.
That's true.
They curtains and Micah Parsons disrespected. There was no referendum. Nobody standing on their mountain and they serving in the mouth talking about how Debo was being a bad teammate.
Right.
That's wrong. Nobody did that. And that's because it's the Cowboys. Everything gets blown out of proportion because it's the Cowboys.
Okay, you're correct on that. Let me just ask this question, because we've all done this job for a long time now. And I am a believer that it's not always what you say that we should pay attention to, it's what you don't say. You never heard him say, that's my guy, the way Dak Prescott in terms of talking about Mike McCarthy. Do we think the player and the head coach are good? Yes or no?
I don't think
I
don't think it has to be that deep.
Okay.
I think it can be as much as people are not stupid. I see where the season going. I see he probably not going to be here next year. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Also,
it's not about I'm not good or bad. It's just what it is.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw the comments that Marcus Spears made, but I thought he made a really good point where
that's a good point you make.
That there's just that dynamic in Dallas where you answer to the owner. Like, you know that you have a level above the head coach, so it doesn't hold the same weight that it would in another city or another team because there's not that layer of the GM and the owner. So Micah, I think he respects McCarthy to a certain extent, but I don't think it's that ultimate respect that whatever another team's player would have for their head coach, because the buck doesn't stop with whoever the head coach is. It stops a level above that.
Well, Zeke found out the buck stopped with the head coach last week, but
2016 Zeke wouldn't have stopped with the head coach.
But I don't think I don't think he has a problem with Mike McCarthy. I don't think it's an issue. I think Jack. We all understand he was answering the question, and he was again trying to taken to the Mike McCarthy. He did go back on his own show, and said he likes Mike McCarthy. I mean, he said that on his own show. And, that night he was again trying to talk about going out of his way to give flowers to Zach Martin and have so empathy for Zach Martin, and Mike McCarthy got caught in the grease.
Yes. Ultimately, he is a great player. He's going to get a monster contract. And he's still young. Guys have to learn how to do this media thing. And Micah will get better and learn from it and be better from it. I remembered I covered LaDainian Tomlinson at TCU, and you talk about an awful interview. He was not a good interview, and to a guy who ended up being on NFL Network for years. So guys learn how to do the job and how to be better about it. And I think Micah going forward will have a better conscience about what to say and how to say it.
I think there's a balance to it. We see it with players in the locker room right now too. Like you said, I mean, to me, I think one of the guys that balances it best is Jordan Lewis, and you see that he's very forthcoming in that way, but he also knows kind of how to steer it. So I think you're right. You learn that as you go on.
So okay, Dak Prescott surgery today, out for the year.
Hey, focus with the tours going on, man. Stay focused.
I don't know if this is a tour. This looked like this Amber doing a interview or something like that. Somebody's filming her.
Okay, the people can't see it. So
well, he talked about the tour. So are we not at break?
No, we're not.
No, quit. Hey, man. Just show.
Okay, Clarence needs a break. Clarence needs
I know
a break.
that guy.
Let's
That's the guy from the draft. Remember the guy from the draft?
Chris
He won the
Jazz.
draft. Yeah,
Go
the
to
draft
break.
fan of the year.
Dallas
That's the fan of the
Cowboys.com.
year. Yeah, it's the fan of the year.
Drawback finds Pearson. It's caught. Touchdown.
The Dallas Morning News delivers full press coverage of the Cowboys.
Aikman straight drop, throws it over the middle. Irvin in for the touchdown, Cowboys.
We cover your Cowboys from the preseason to the postseason and beyond.
Boot to the right. Looking down the field. Lamb. Victory.
Game by game, play by play. No one delivers your Cowboys like the Dallas Morning News. Connect deeper to the Dallas Cowboys with the Dallas Morning News.
I'm Cowboys alumni Danny McCray, here with Smoothie King asking, what's that sound? That's the sound of me sipping one of their power-packed smoothies with over 10 grams of protein. With real fruits and organic veggies, because at Smoothie King, what you see is what you sip. So grab a delicious Smoothie King smoothie, throw a straw in your jaw, and get sipping real. Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Back to Media Mash.
Media Mash on a Wednesday here at the Star in Frisco. Cowboys getting ready to take on the Houston Oilers Monday night Football. Cowboys
Houston
3.
Oilers.
Oilers.
Damn, boy. See.
Houston. I wish they could take on the Houston.
The
The Houston Texans.
Oilers.
I will admit freely, I'm not over the Houston Oilers. I'm not. It was two teams that moved and switched names that I never approved of. It was first the Houston Oilers, and then it was my Charlotte Hornets when they became the Charlotte Bobcats. Then Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan, Mega Sci-Fi, bought the name back from New Orleans because they were the New Orleans Hornets, and he bought it back from him, and then they became the Pelicans. So now they're the Charlotte Hornets. But at some point in time, I would love it if the Houston Texans went down to what's Amy Adams Strunk? Is that her name there? Down here runs the Tennessee.
Yeah.
Go to her and say, hey, look, can we purchase this? Because I think people in Houston would love it in a minute if you just scrap Texans and put Oilers back. That's just me.
Yeah,
Especially right
so
now.
you don't need it no more. You the Titans, so you don't need it no more.
Yeah.
And especially right now, before you really don't have much of a history with the Texans anyway, so you're not really getting rid of anything.
Of course.
I just believe it would be. I mean, because I saw it. I know what it meant in Charlotte, and the way that people were. They never dug the body. Like, it was a Hornet person. Larry Johnson got Muggsy Bogues, Hornets, the teal, the purple and the teal, and they weren't into the blue and the orange from the Bobcats. And then they got the Hornets back, and they were happy about it. I just believe the Oilers would be the same way. So Texans,
Yes.
Cowboys, Monday Night Football, Cooper Rush starting.
We can't play no worse than he did last week, can he?
I hope not.
I was surprised because he had a full week of practice. So we'll see. Now maybe, I don't know. Cooper Rush has always seemed like the one thing I remember talking about Cooper Rush when you see him play is it never seems too big for him. He seems like he's okay. And he just was all out of sync and out of whack the other day.
This is what I took from it. Because Clarence and I were in the parking lot at St. John's Church. And I was telling, I don't know who it was, but I said to him, Cooper Rush is a quarterback. He's not a magician. And with all the issues that they have, you can't run the ball. You can't block. You can't stop the run. Your safety's getting bombs on Baghdad. Cooper Rush is not going to be able to save you. And I think there's a certain section of the fan base and the Dak haters out there who always believe, oh, Cooper Rush can go do this. No, he can't. And I think this also just speaks to this is how far this club has fallen from when Cooper Rush could win you games to Cooper Rush can't even throw for 50 yards. This is how bad this is. And it's an indictment on what management put together this year as an organization.
Absolutely. This is way more about the Cowboys around Cooper Rush than it is Cooper Rush, because when Cooper Rush in 2022 went 4-1, the Cowboys were averaging 128 yards rushing per game. They're averaging 80, a little over 80 right now. The defensive EPA, their EPA at that time was top 5 in the league, 34.32. They're negative 42.34, ranking 30th in the league, at least going into that game. So when we always hear about how running game and defense is a quarterback's best friend, and the Cowboys don't have any of that right now.
And you take on that running game and the lack of it, and your defense is on the field for over 33 minutes now. That's what they're averaging, like 33 minutes. Man, that's a dang half and a 2-minute drill. I mean, nobody's going to outlast, especially a defense like this. And Michael Lombardi, former GM, always says on his show that the Cowboys overvalued their talent this year. He said they overachieved last year, and then when you had the depth losses, you overvalued the guys that you had.
Did they overachieve last year?
He felt that they did.
Well, he's negative toward the Cowboys, so I take everything he said with a grain of salt.
They certainly didn't. They looked like they overachieved against Green Bay.
Well, I mean, okay, and here's where I'll go with him here. They beat a lot of what we said about the Cowboys last year. Beat a lot of teams that weren't good. When you had to play teams that could run the ball like a Buffalo, you had issues. You had Miami, you had issues. You had a game against Philadelphia. So if you could
San Francisco,
right? If you faced a team like that, and here comes Green Bay, they couldn't stack up. So yeah, you could beat the Jets and the Giants, and you're rolling through those dudes. When you had to face some better competition, it was a problem. Now they did beat the Lions. And they beat them in December,
and got a little help.
And people will question that.
Which is why the Lions put a beating on them this year. Let them know, leave no doubt.
Leave no doubt. So
you want to remember the Titans. Lions. Make them remember the night they played the Lions.
Forever remember the night they played the Titans. I'm going to see them gain another yard. I'm taking all of y'all to feet. Who was Petey for the Cowboys? Who was Petey?
Who was the defense back getting beat like he stole something?
I don't want to hear your excuses, Petey.
What's that? That Gosling? Who was Ryan Gosling? Who get beat like he stole something? Who's Ryan?
Alan, you're in. That was right. Petey went out and Alan went in. I think you and I watched Remember the Titans too many times.
When I like a movie, I watch it over and over again. I like it because they turn into comedies to me. I recite the words and moments like this. Remember the Titans. Anyway, that's what Dan Campbell did to the Cowboys. Seriously, when they came into the game and started doing all the tackle eligibles, we're going to make y'all remember.
First play of the game. First play.
Did it about 20 times.
Yeah. But that seems so on brand for the Lions. That's a dang. Hey,
we're going to make y'all remember that. But yeah, I think the talent has been overrated. I mean, I don't think the Cowboys, I don't think they've been as talented. And I've been saying for 3 years, ever since Cooper left, that this receiving core has been trash. And certainly they overcame it and scored a lot of points last year, but it's been CD and a bunch of maybes. Last couple of years. Now the offensive line, I think the poor offensive line, certainly we talked about the offensive line issues, but that has prevented the passing game and the running game from getting started. Going back to last week, getting back to the locker room, I talked to Rico. He said,
Rico Dowdle,
he said, man, I thought I was going to get my first 100-yard game. I had 50 yards at halftime. I was rolling. We got better. And he had 2 carries the second half. Why? When you talk
because
about
Mike don't want to run the ball.
2 carries the whole second half.
And the score was 14-6 at halftime.
Yes.
So it wasn't out of hand.
Enrico said I was going good, but we also told me, that it's up to him when he goes out now. He is the guy.
Well, see, now check this out.
He says that's changed.
If it's up to him,
right,
when he goes out, He should never go out.
Right.
Like, I would never go out.
He said, I'm not that kind of guy.
You should be.
But it's up to me when I go out. We're rolling with me.
Because here's what happened.
He said he said he believes he's gotten better, and he's gotten better because he stated he's got himself a chance to get lathered up, and he gets better as the game goes. That's what the focus is. It's not every other series. Zeke only comes in when Rico says, I don't want to go.
Okay, Rico, let me give you a word of advice. Quit looking at the sideline because your boy's like,
he got it.
Yeah, boy. Hey, remember me, dog? I helped you learn to play. Hey, don't forget about your boy.
Yes.
That's what Zeke is supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you supposed to act like you don't see him. And I would never, ever come out the game.
Yeah, so don't come out the game unless you get tired. But
I'm not getting tired.
But the problem is that, again, he's never carried the load. He's never been that guy.
Hey, man.
Parcells,
going back to South Carolina.
Great line for Parcells. You don't want to lead a huddle because you don't know who's coming
You
in.
remember when Julius Jones tapped out and got cussed out? I remember this 20 years ago. Julius Jones tapped out, got cussed out.
Listen, I'm just saying that's
Rico,
what it is.
Did you tell Rico from one grown man to a young man trying to come up in the game?
Listen,
dog, don't touch the top of that.
We just talk. You got to tread lightly on these things because you don't really know how everybody's gonna react. So I start talking to him about his dreads. He got his dreads cut his hair short. His daughter wanted him to cut his hair.
Now he trying to look like the corporate.
Then he got no. Then he got his dreads sewed back in. He said he got mad because fans think he got fake hair because I remember when he cut his dreads, he said I'm gonna keep them, and he got them sewed back in.
Oh, you mean literally keep them?
Yeah, he kept them. And he got him sewed back in. He said, I just like my dreads, but he had cut his hair to start the season because the daughter wanted him to have short hair. So we just, you start talking about that. So I started talking about the dreads. Then I started asking about, man, why?
See how he backdoored him right there? Boy, he set him up good. That's a class.
Man, why you just get too carried in a second? He said, man, I don't know. I thought I was going to get fit. I thought I was going to get my first 100-yard game. I had it going on. I say, are you staying in the game? He said, yeah, I'm staying in the game. It's up to me when I come in and out. And, I'm not that kind of guy, but as I get, I say, yeah, because, when you start getting carried, you get lathered up and you get better. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I have had success the past couple of weeks because I stay on the field and I get going. Keep that up, young man.
And Cowboys haven't had a 100-yard running back in 20-plus games. Tony Pollard in Arizona the last time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
And one other nugget from the locker room. John Mingo was walking out the locker room.
Who?
He's Mingo!
Who is that?
I'm not going to throw this book at you.
They gave up next year's 4th round pick.
I thought it was Mango.
Mingo said, I'm good to go this week.
Yeah, okay.
He said, I'm good to go.
Overshown did as well.
Overshown said, I'm good to go. But Mingo, But Mingo said, I'm good to go this week. We still don't know about Brandon Cooks. Now, I think maybe we can take it over to the next break. I don't understand, because Brandon Cooks been saying he's ready to go for 2-3 weeks, okay? He put the arrow out on social media, the archer's ready. Mike McCarthy say he ain't, what he say today? He's getting close.
Yeah.
Brandon been close for 2 weeks.
And even before the bye week, I remember just, hearing that, he felt the IR might be limiting for him because they might not even have to miss 4 games.
Yes, all of that. He said that. And then I remember after the bye week and he came out to practice with showing his knees. He had his leggings on. Are you showing your knees? Are you ready to go? You sure ain't no scars? You showing your knees? He started smiling. Yeah, I'm good. And now 3 weeks later, he still is being held up. And he walked by me in the locker room and said, man, it ain't on me. So... What's going on with as the wide receiver turns? What's going on there? But Mingo said he's good to go. Brandon Cooks, we don't know.
How would you rate the wide receiver coach for the Cowboys?
He's a senior champ in the 110-meter hurdles. He won the senior championships.
See, he doing the Micah Parsons.
I didn't besmirch nobody. I ain't besmirch nobody. Did I besmirch anybody?
That man asked.
Did I besmirch anybody?
He said he's 110-meter champ.
Most trusted.
Did I besmirch anybody?
Most trusted.
Bro.
Did I disrespect anybody?
Most trusted, you didn't answer the question.
I mean, I don't know because I go back to.
You gonna bring the man or the man's tools?
I don't know.
Carpenters are the carpenters too.
I go back to.
He got one. He got a C, a D.
Jalen Tolbert been his guy. Rookie. Michael Gallup. I mean, CD's been CD. But Tell me about the progress of the young receivers, and you can answer your own question.
You most trusted. That's why I kind of.
I think Tolbert has flashed some skill, but there's been nothing consistent. And then Jalen Brooks has really been Dak's guy, and we haven't seen too much from him either. And then, there's just not a whole lot to go. But I do think, to Jock's point, what have the ingredients been when you're trying to bake the pie? Like, you got to have the ingredients.
Tolbert's third-round pick. And so he's the one that needs to be developed. Everybody talks about Green Bay doesn't draft first-round receivers. They draft a lot of second- and third-round receivers, and they become players.
Right.
Tolbert was supposed to be that type of guy. He had all those skills, and you're looking for him to take that step. And he's the guy that your receiver coach, your development, is supposed to look what it looked like through him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
This year 2 or 3 for Tolbert?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm. It should just 3, not 4.
Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, because I just remember last year there was so much talk about how much better he's gotten from his rookie season, and it wasn't. I mean, they were talking about him as if he had broken out. I mean, he was fine, but he's still waiting to have his true breakout. I think he's had a few. He's really good with contested catches. That's something we've seen all season, but it hasn't been put together consistently.
Yeah, no, he looked good in camp, and I said it. He would look good in camp, and he was doing well against Bland and making plays in camp. But it has not translated. He had the one, obviously the big play against the Steelers.
And he's had a couple nice catches.
Yeah, the Saints game, he had a really nice deep ball.
Yeah, but other than that, it's not been consistent.
No, the fact that we can remember your flashes,
right?
It's not been consistent. So again. Everybody's on a one-year deal. Everybody's under focus. All the coaches under focus this year, and that's some of his work.
All right, Robert Prince was what did he say? 1,000? What kind of champion?
Oh, he's a senior Masters 10-meter hurdle champion, national Masters 100-meter hurdle champion. He did that this year.
Okay,
he's gonna have time to practice.
And when he ran the 110-meter hurdles, full speed,
picking him up, putting him down,
and putting on hamstring.
Silky Johnson, hater of the year, right?
He didn't put no hamstring. We dropped it down to 5. Boom, 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 boom. Dropped down to 5th gear. He had no problem. But he runs out to practice every day. Every day you see him running sprints.
Clarence Hill.
Don't sprint if you don't run sprints.
Saad Youssef, The Athletic, the author of Jean-Jacques Taylor, I'm Newy Scruggs. We're back with more right here on the Media Mash on DallasCowboys.com.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane's sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Drawback finds Pearson. It's caught. Touchdown.
The Dallas Morning News delivers full press coverage of the Cowboys.
Bateman straight drop, throws it over the middle. Irvin in for the touchdown, Cowboys.
We cover your Cowboys from the preseason to the postseason and beyond.
Boot to the right. Looking down the field. Lamb. Victory.
Game by game, play by play. No one delivers your Cowboys like the Dallas Morning News. Connect deeper to the Dallas Cowboys with the Dallas Morning News.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Back to Media Mash.
All right, Media Mash with all your favorite media personalities, starting with most trusted, Clarence Hill, All City Dallas.
Shady 30.
Saad Youssef making his return because Clarence called and said, boom, Saad, come down. Saad came through. Appreciate it. Saad, the athletic. Yes, he is the author. Jean-Jacques Taylor. JJT?
Yes, sir.
Right now, the Cowboys are drafting 11th. First round.
Can we get him 5?
I don't want to go into a whole depth draft show, but
okay.
What's their biggest need?
Besides a new GM?
Wow.
Which is not happening.
Wow.
I'm just having fun.
Wow. Jerry, he said, wasn't me, Jerry, was Jock.
What's their biggest need? See, that's there you go.
Wasn't me.
What's their biggest need? I mean, dog. They probably at the point they need to trade the 7th pick in the first round and go get 2 more.
Honestly, I think you have to. It starts with the offensive line, and you have so many options there in terms of. It's very unlikely that Zach Martin's going to be back next year, so you have a hole at right guard.
We gonna spend another first round pick on an offensive lineman, bro?
I'm just saying. Look,
other teams can develop him in the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th round. You got to spend a first round pick again.
The word that McCarthy has used before is that on a good offensive line. Well, yes, I'm just saying philosophically, you need 3 first round picks on the offensive line. So you're going to have Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith, and that's 2. And so I'm not opposed to, and the other reason why is because you have flexibility. You can get a center, you can get a right guard, or you can get a left tackle and flip Tyler Guyton back to right tackle. Or you can get a right tackle if you're trying to replace
check this out. I'll buy some of that. You do not want to, they going to be picking somewhere between, like, I'm going to give them 4 right now. It doesn't drop from 6 to 4. So they're going to be
4th overall?
4 wins, whatever that gets you. That might get you 2. I don't know. But anyway, if you're picking,
they got
4th,
3 right
5th,
now.
6th,
They're not gonna beat Carolina and the Giants.
No, they beat the Giants. I think Carolina gonna tap that behind.
This man said Carolina gonna beat them.
Real quick, that's because Carolina gonna be like, we playing, we feeling good. Our future's bright.
No, you know,
and
Carolina,
Cowboys gonna be
Carolina's still mad because they had a celebration on their facility last year. And they announced that Jimmy Johnson Ring of Honor in Carolina. They were salty about that.
Okay, it's time to do the Remember the Titans thing again. No, for real though.
They salty about that.
If you're picking 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you're not spending that on a center or a guard.
Right.
So,
tackle.
Well, listen, I was just thinking about this in the locker room today as we were doing all the.
How about a receiver?
As we were doing all the press conference with Austin Richards and Tyler Guyton and Chuma Adoga. And I was looking at Tyler Guyton and I was thinking about Mozzie Smith. And I'm thinking about Tyler Guyton and looking at his upside. He's not going to be the next Tyron Smith at left tackle. Have there been 2 back-to-back first-round picks who's everybody kind of out on?
Who was after Bobby Carpenter?
I don't know. Look it up. I mean, where you out on the 2 first-round picks already?
So you
telling me you're already out on these 2 offensive line and defensive line? They're gonna go back to the line?
Would you be surprised?
In the top 10?
Would you be surprised?
Man.
Here's your answer. So Bobby Carpenter was Parcells' last draft pick in 06 and then 07.
That was Spencer?
They took Anthony Spencer, number 1.
And we was out on Spencer for a little while.
And then in 08, they had 2 first-round picks. It was Felix Jones and Mike Jenkins.
We was out on Jenkins early.
And Felix Jones. They drafted a backup.
Yeah, we was out on Felix early.
I'm just saying, though, so looking at the draft, and certainly to me, if they get up there, I think they need, and the quarterback's available, I think they need to trade down and pick up some picks.
All right.
I think they can fill some of those offensive line issues in free agency. I think the number one thing they need to do is stop punting in free agency. You know,
I agree.
Stop punting in free agency. Fill your needs. Get some free agents in it. Because listen, you can say what you want. Dak is on a 4-year deal. You have a 4-year. Now's a 3-year window, or whatever it is, with these guys, and you have to start looking for another quarterback. But why are you paying Dak all this money? try to fix the team because you're not far away. I don't care how bad it is. Still got a quarterback. Still got one of the best pass rushers. Still got one of the best receivers. Still got 2 cornerbacks. Still got Tyler Guyton. Still got a tight end. You still got DeMarvin Overshawn. You got pieces. Now supplement those pieces and try to put a win on the field.
Well, but to Newy's point, then, like,
I'm not looking to wait for somebody to develop for 2-3 years to develop.
But what position are you drafting then?
I'm going
receiver.
I'm not going.
They just traded a 4th round pick for that.
Who?
The Cowboys did.
Man, stop.
Okay,
that's how they sold the Amari Cooper thing too. That's their 1st round pick.
Okay.
So they're seeing as that's their 4th round pick.
That's their 4th round pick. We're talking about the 1st round.
So guys, we're sitting
running back. We got my boy from Frisco,
Ashton Genty.
No.
This team is not good at the defensive line.
You need that. Just don't go back to Michigan.
And tell John Owning that, who's on social media.
I know.
I just feel like when you go back and you study the championship teams for the Cowboys, they've had guys up front. Saw Bob Lilly on Saturday at TCU. Like, look, Bob Lilly. Then you think about Randy
Mr.
White.
Cowboy.
Yes, Randy White, Harvey Mark, Ed Too Tall Jones, Jim Jeffcoat, Russell Maryland, Tony Cassis. I mean, when they've won championships, you've had people who could play up front. The back don't work without the front. You don't want Diggs doing any more tackling than he has to, and your safeties had issues. Get some dudes up front. That's my thing when I look at this. You've got to fix this. Your man Odigi Zoo is a free agent. You probably won't even be able to pay him right now.
Do you want to?
Who?
Depends on his asking price. But
I like him.
But that's going to be a starter gone. That's going to be one more starter gone, most likely.
While we are talking about draft, we do have to talk about the fact that Micah Parsons was giving his thoughts about 30 minutes before practice started. He quote tweeted and he said he wants Anthony Hill from Texas. That's who Micah said he wants. And then he said he wants him with Demo. If not, then he wants Jalen Walker or Abdul Carter. So this was Micah 3 hours ago. Those are the guys that he
didn't talk to the media, but he tweeted out his thoughts on
the draft.
Didn't he want Mozzie?
He actually had a tweet about that today.
I don't know if he wanted him. He was okay with that. I don't know if he went into the draft saying I want Mozzie.
So after he fired off 3 thoughts on the draft, he also tweeted, "When Mozzie becomes great, because he is on his way, all of you will owe me an apology." So he tweeted that today too. So
well, at least he's talking. He's not quiet. He's just giving his own thing. It was funny. It's another aside to me. Funny to me. Sauce Gardner, they was killing the other day. End of the game, played outdoors on grass. And as much as we talk about Diggs, his white uniform was clean as a whistle. Clean. If you go to Twitter and look at Sauce Gardner the other night, I mean, did you tackle?
Pristine.
Did you touch? I mean, that thing didn't need to go to the washing machine. Nothing.
No tide needed.
How you finish a whole football game, never touch the ground?
Now you know.
Clean as a whistle.
I'm gonna take that.
Remember we play. I'm sorry. Remember we used to play Little League baseball, and you just go slide the dirt just to get your uniform dirty.
Ain't no sauce on that. Ain't no sauce. No dirt. Icy White.
So I said talk about Diggs. This dude was making business decisions all day.
Icy White.
I think Diggs has played much better since that embarrassment, whenever that was, 3 weeks.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he played, and that was his biggest problem with the shots in San Francisco because he was his most physical, and the reporter, was out of line.
Yeah, but he
was more physical in that 49ers game, and he and Micah said local people are not supposed to protect him, but they're supposed to have the whole context because you're here and you see him every day, and if you watch him all season and you watch the 49ers game. To try to say he was soft, that was just not the wrong take after the 49ers game.
No, 49ers game on, he's been good, I think.
Yeah.
Clarence Hill, most trusted. Thank you. Tomorrow, let everybody know where they can check you out.
Yeah, Thursday night. Jeremiah Ratliff, Newy Scruggs.
Cowboys and Chill.
The Q edition, Cowboys and Chill, the Echo Lounge in Carrollton.
All right, Saad, you show up, man.
Oh, it's in Carrollton. That's where I live.
Come through. Come through. JJT, I know you go through all the time for him. You done paid your dues. I owe, so I'm going to pay. Go pay.
Come kiss the ring. Come kiss the ring.
Pay the
Come kiss the 84 ring.
You know, so Silky, get on me. All right, I'm Newy Scruggs. It's been Media Mash. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hungry.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!